Well, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. That means it's story time. And I want to say just right up front, if there are any bloopers coming as a result of today's story time, it's not my fault. It's that new guy back in the sound booth. Won't mention any names, but his first name is Mike Bartlett. All right. The first story I have here, if you like baseball, you may like this story. It comes from Scott Weber, and he tells this story that took place in 1990. Brett Butler, who was a San Francisco Giant, center fielder in fact, he left San Francisco because he was a free agent. And ironically, the team that gave him the best deal was the San Francisco Giants' nemesis, the Los Angeles Dodgers. So when the season rolled around and the Giants and the Dodgers played for the first time, it was not quite what people expected. Butler was the center of attention, of course, because he was now a Dodger and not a Giant. Some of the people were very excited to see him again, even though he was in a different uniform. The Dodgers were playing in San Francisco, and when the names were being read and the players were introduced, the crowd roared as Butler was named to come out onto the field. Their former player was still much loved. Perhaps they felt that in his heart he was still a Giant. But Brett Butler did something interesting at that very moment. When he heard his name and the response of the crowd, he walked up to the new manager, Tommy Lasorda, and gave him a great big old bear hug in front of the thousands of people who filled San Francisco's Candlestick Park. Well, almost instantaneously, all the cheers for Butler turned to boos and insults. Well, after the game, he was asked by a reporter why he had done that. Why did you hug Tommy Lasorda? And Brett Butler responded, "It turned a page in my career. I'm a Dodger now. I'm not a Giant anymore." That just kind of satisfied and solidified it for me. I wanted everyone to know that I was a Dodger. When people become Christians, you know what? We should see Jesus like Tommy Lasorda. We should let everybody know that we have changed teams. We should go give Jesus a great big hug in front of all of our friends and all of our family, all of our co-workers and acquaintances. They need to know that we have clearly made a decision to change teams. Well, like Brett Butler, we need to go public with our commitment to Jesus Christ. Let there be no question about which team we are on, where our loyalties lay. Jesus Christ must be first in our lives, and His church. Where do your loyalties lie? Live your life so that other people know Jesus Christ and His church are your priorities. Matthew 6:33 says that seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these other things will take care of themselves. Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I hope the rest of this week everybody will know whose team you are on. May God bless you all and have a great week. We'll see you next time.